I'm not going to lie, this legit made me kind of angry. Angel Reese receiving a fourth place MVP vote. Not because I dislike Angel Reese or not because Angel Reese didn't have a terrific rookie season, but because it makes the WNBA look unprofessional. There's been a lot of growing this year in that league, in the WNBA, and there's been a lot of conversations that were hijacked by non-basketball reasons. And I can't think of a hoops related reason for Reese to make an MVP ballot. If I had one, she certainly wouldn't have been on mine. In fact, she didn't make my first or second all WNBA teams. And if you look at the other deserving players that were on the ballot, of course, A'ja Wilson. No reasonable person could disagree with A'ja Wilson winning MVP. In fact, she did so unanimously. Napheesa Collier of the Minnesota Lynx, Breanna Stewart, the reigning MVP from last year of the New York Liberty, Caitlin Clark, the rookie from the Indiana Fever, all deserved it over Reese by what they did on the basketball court. So did Nneka Ogwumike of the Seattle Storm, Ionescu of the Liberty, Alyssa Thomas of the Connecticut Sun. I could keep going. I think I could go into double digits or more on players who just had better basketball seasons than Angel Reese. So as a professional, it makes me wonder what the explanation could be from the thus far anonymous voter. Like, how do you justify casting that vote for a player whose team finished 14 games under 500 and who shot well under 50% from within 5 feet of the basket, under 40% from the floor in general? How? You look at the ballot here, and there's other things you could nitpick and be mad about, of course. There were 13 people who left Caitlin Clark off their ballot. I would have had Clark higher up on the ballot, but whatever. We knew she wasn't going to win it. We knew that Wilson was going to win it. I would have voted for A'ja myself. So you can't really have a problem with how the top four shook out. I mean, Breanna Stewart is a great player. You can make a case for any of them. I don't, know if Alyssa Thomas really deserved third place votes with her lack of offense, but the Sun had a great season. Ionescu, I could see taking away from Stewart. Ionescu had the best year of her career. Like I said, I'm a big fan of Ogwumike, Copper, Arike, everybody else on the ballot. Just, we shouldn't be seeing Angel Reese's name there, and I don't mean that as an insult. It winds up so you have to nitpick her because that's how you that's how you explain why it's inexplicable. And it's going to take away. Look, A'ja Wilson didn't really need the moment, if we're being real about it, because everybody knew A'ja was going to win the MVP. People have been shouting from the rooftops that she was going to win the MVP basically before the season even started. But it doesn't make any sense how this shook out. And it only puts like another nonsense thing into the WNBA discourse. I thought we had moved past most of that. And it's like somebody trying to prove a point. I would love to talk to whoever voted for Angel Reese and get their explanation because, like I said, it's inexplicable. And as somebody who does this for a living, I couldn't sit there with a ballot in front of me and vote in a way that I didn't think was justifiable. So I would love to hear the justification.